Hello, everybody. Welcome to Calcutta Talkies with another episode of Spoken English and Communication Skills, and with it, I am Robert. Well, my friends, today we are going to, or rather, I'm going to tell you all about how you can use one word to express certain things without using two or three words. আজকে আমরা যা নিয়ে আলোচনা করব সেটি হচ্ছে একটি শব্দ প্রয়োগ করে আমরা কি বোঝাতে পারি তিন চারটে শব্দ ব্যবহার না করে। ঠিক আছে? So let's get along with it. I'm going to ask you guys, how will you express in one word very poor? Like we can say, oh, he's very poor. Somebody is very poor. হতদরিদ্র. So how are you going to say that? Okay. Please try to remember, and let me just remind you people that try to remember these words that I bring up often, because they are all day-to-day words, okay? They're not words that you're going to probably use once in a lifetime or once in a blue moon. Okay, now that's an expression, once in a blue moon, মানে মাঝে মধ্যে. So very poor, হতদরিদ্র in English would be destitute. I'll spell that for you. D-E-S-T-I-T-U-T-E. I repeat, D-E-S-T-I, destitute, T-U-T-E, destitute. I hope you got that. Now, we have just done with very poor. Now we come to very rich. Oh, I wish I was very rich. No, actually, no, I don't want to be very rich. It's okay to be reasonably rich. You'll have peace of mind. Anyway, to express very rich, খুবই well-to-do. চলতি ভাষায় বলি বড় লোক. Oh, খুবই বড় লোক. সেটাকে আমরা ইংলিশে এক কথায় কিভাবে প্রয়োগ করব? Okay, my friends, the one word for that would be, very commonly we use wealthy, that is W-E-A-L-T-H-Y. I repeat, W-E-A-L-T-H-Y, wealthy. But a much better word, a sophisticated word, would be affluent. Affluent. A-F-F-L-U-E-N-T. Please remember and use it. Oh, he comes from a very affluent family. Oh, she's a very affluent person. A-F-F-L-U-E-N-T. Affluent. Okay? So you got very rich, very poor. Now we come to very interesting. Oh, he's a very, very interesting person. Oh, she's a very interesting person. So interesting, very interesting কি হবে? এটা ইংলিশে যদি এক কথায় আমরা বলতে চাই, the word would be fascinating. Oh, she's a fascinating person. How do you spell it? Here we are. F-A-S-C-I. I repeat, F-A-S-C-I, fascinating. N-A-T-I-N-G, fascinating. And as I've said before also many times, not only should you know the words, please remember to pronounce them correctly. The right accent, the right pronunciation should be there. সঠিকভাবে যদি উচ্চারণ না করতে পারো, কথা শিখে কোনো লাভ নেই. Any language, যে কোনো ভাষা, whether it's not only for English, whether it's English, Bengali, Tamil, Hindi, Arabic, anything. Speak it well with the correct pronunciation, right tone and throw. I'll come to tone and throw in one of my upcoming videos. All right? So there we are. Now, next, how will you express, oh, very scared. I am very scared. I'm very scared of that haunted house. Haunted house means ভুতুরে বাড়ি. H-A-U-N-T-E-D. Just do remember that as well. H-A-U-N-T-E-D. Haunted house. Bhuture bari. But anyway, the word we are looking at is very scared. Well, it would be simply we can say terrified. I'm terrified of that place. I'm terrified of that person. That would be T-E-R-R-F-I-E-D. I repeat, T-E-R-R-F-I-E-D, terrified. But the word I'm looking at for you all, which is a very posh word, a good word, would be petrified. Petrified. P-E, P for Papa. P-E-T-R-I-F-I-E-D. Petrified. So try to use that word. Oh, I was petrified of what was happening over there, right? Okay. And finally, one more word. What would you say for very angry? Oh, she's very angry. I think most of us do experience such situations. So very angry in one word. ভীষণ রেগে গেছে, প্রচণ্ড মেজাজ। সেটা ইংলিশে কি হবে? Okay, it would be he or she was enraged. Enraged. E-N-R-A-G-E-D. Enraged. Okay, that is the word we use to express somebody who is very, very angry. Okay. You can also use another word, that is when a person is very angry and sort of doesn't care attitude also. That would be indignant. Indignant. I-N-D-I-G-N-A-N-T. His behavior was he was behaving in a very indignant manner. All right? Okay. So I don't want to give you a whole lot because then nothing will stay in your head. So keep little at a time and they become a part of you. They'll become second nature. You don't have to think, and for heaven's sake, as I said, don't try to translate and all these things. It will over practice, listening, it will become spontaneous. সাথে সাথে চলে আসবে automatically. You mark my word, দেখবে? I've been training for a long time and I know. You will get it. It will become smooth. You don't have to think. All right? And for me, to be able to understand and speak, hear English, or for that matter of fact, any language, is the moment you speak smoothly, with the proper pace, and with the right accent. Well, my friends, now I'm going to talk about certain items, day-to-day items, some things that we see every day, or maybe we eat them also. প্রচলিত জিনিস, সেগুলো বাংলাতে আমরা কি বলি এবং তার ইংলিশ অনুবাদটা কি, with the right, as I say again, with the right pronunciation. Okay? So, let's start with it. All of us are very fond of eating, as we say in Bengali, shak shobji. Very common, especially amongst the people in West Bengal and India and across the border in Bangladesh as well. So to all my friends there too, I'll give you an example. We are very familiar with palak sag or palong shag. In Hindi they say palak sag, in Bengali it is palong shag. We call that spinach. S-P-I-N-A-C-H. I'm sure you're aware of that. Spinach. Now, my friends, we all know what kolmi shak is. A lot of people are fond of eating it. Well, I'm fond of it. Kolmi shak in English would be water spinach. W-A-T-E-R-S-P-I-N-A-C-H. Okay? Water spinach. Do remember that. Now something else comes to my mind, and that would be um, mint, mint. Now, mint is পুদিনা, পুদিনা পাতা। আমরা খেতে ভালোবাসি, পুদিনা দিয়ে ভালো চাটনি হয়, বেটে, with garlic and chilies and whatnot. And it's very tasty. I'm very fond of it as well. Now, I've given you the word in English first because there's a reason. Mint is pudina pata, mint leaves. But mint has another meaning also in English. What is it? Well, my friend, mint, same spelling as pudina pata, mint, also means, যেটা বাংলায় আমরা বলি টাকশাল, যেখানে টাকা বা পয়সা ছাপানো হয় বা তৈরি করা হয়, okay? A place where currency notes are printed or made. All right? So do remember that mint has two meanings. One is that pudina pata and the other is takshal. Okay? So that's that. Now I will give you another word. Something also we eat. Shodhdadata. A lot of people are very fond of it. I like it. Supposedly you went this morning to the market and you bought some vegetables, and along with it you brought some Shodhdadata. And then you got a call from an acquaintance or a friend, and you were trying to explain to him the things you bought. And now when you came to Shodhdadata, you got a bit stuck. So your friend is either from the Middle East or maybe Europe or here in South India. And he would probably not know if you tell him, well, I brought some Shodhdadata, you know, in English. Well, I must tell you one thing. There are certain items, or maybe food items or vegetables, which are specific to that area or that region, and they have their local names which are common across the board. Whether you talk about it in India or in Europe or in America, it would be the same thing. But certain items are universal and available in many places. So Shodhdadata is quite common in certain countries abroad, bidesheও পাওয়া যায়, and in many neighboring countries, even in Myanmar or Sri Lanka or something like that. So anyway, cutting it short, drumsticks equals to Shodhdadata. Keep that in mind. Drumsticks. Shodhdadata English, drumsticks. Okay? এবার আর একটা জিনিস, আমরা চানাচুর খেতে খুব ভালোবাসি, মাঝে মাঝেই খাই, বন্ধু বান্ধব নিয়ে আড্ডা দেওয়ার সময় চানাচুর. Now this item that we eat, a concoction of this item is also available abroad and in many Asian countries. What do we call it? If I tell a friend calling up from somewhere else abroad and tell him that, well, we were chatting and having some chanachur, he may not understand. But you have to tell him hot grams. The English for chanachur is hot grams, H-O-T, hot, G-R-A-M-S, hot grams. Of that? All right. Now, we come to another item very commonly eaten as a vegetable, borboti, or in Hindi, barbatti. What is that in English? Please remember, it is called cow beans. Cow, goru, hamba. Beans, cow beans. Okay? So that's quite a lot of items that you've got to know today. All right? And I'm going to talk about certain words, শব্দ, যেগুলো ইংলিশে আমরা বানান করতে গেলে মাঝে মধ্যেই সমস্যায় পড়ে যায়. Even me, I get confused. Oh my goodness, now what is it? একটা টি হবে না দুটো বি হবে. I mean, there's a lot of confusion. Then we are checking up, and then now I'm okay. So some of these, I'm going to give you 5 words which are very confusing at times. So keep a note of these 5 words always. The first one is beginning. begin, begin n, two n's, begin, okay, begin, double n. And please remember, it is not beginning at the beginning, or it is not begin, it is begin or beginning, at the beginning of the movie, at the beginning of the function. All right, so please keep that in mind. Not only remember the word, but as I keep saying always, pronounce it the correct way. And the next word that is very confusing, and we often make mistakes in spelling, is COMB. I went to the market to buy COMB. Now, I went to the market, it is not I went to buy comb. You will pronounce it as comb. Beta ache kintu nei. Very halka, very slightly you will pronounce it. It is comb. What is comb? C-O-M-B? Chiruni. I went to the market to buy a comb for my hair. All right? And now another word would be ALMS. ALMS. What is that? Arms. You will not pronounce the L, and it's a very common word. ALMS, arms. What does it mean? It means bhikke, but in certain countries it's referred to also as khairat. Oh, I give some alms to the beggar. Right? Bhikarike khairat dan kollam. So alms means bhikke. All right? And now, another word, and we have to be very familiar with this word because they are the people who run the nations. Govern, MENT. Government. Now, what is that? It is not government. It is not, for heaven's sake, government. It is government. Okay? So please pronounce it as government and note the spelling as well. Here, the spelling is not all that complicated, but the pronunciation is important. So you will say government of the people, by the people, for the people. I don't know how much they're for the people nowadays, but no, still, yeah. I mean, there are many politicians who are still good, just like there are many good police officers also. That's why the world is still moving, right? Okay. And finally, as we talk about accent and pronunciation and how to pronounce the words, we are going to look at the spelling of the word pronunciation. Please be very careful when you pronounce pronunciation. It is P-R-O-N-U-N. Pronun. P-R-O-N-U-N. Ciation. C-I-A-T-I-O-N. But when we say, please pronounce it correctly, it is P-R-O-N-O-U-N-C-E. এখানে একটা U আছে. Pronunciation, উচ্চারণ করা, and pronounce, এটা উচ্চারণ করা. তুমি ঠিকভাবে উচ্চারণ করো. Please pronounce it correctly as a U. So that's quite a lot, I think, for today. As I said, I don't want to make it too dragging, too long. বেশি লম্বা হলে মনোযোগ থাকবে না এবং ভালো লাগবে না. So keep it short and sweet. Enjoy my videos and keep learning. And the most important thing nowadays is keep healthy, both physically and mentally. শারীরিক দিক থেকে এবং মানসিক দিক থেকে সুস্থ থাকো. All right? So till we meet again, bye-bye.